Okay, so real talk. Your history teacher lied to you. Not on purpose, maybe, but they left out the part where there was an empire so massive, so insanely rich that it made Rome look like a small town with good roads, and somehow nobody talks about it, like at all. So buckle up because this one is going to hurt a little. West Africa, 1235 AD. While Europeans were out here living their absolute worst lives, no medicine, constant war, eating questionable things off wooden plates, an entire civilization was thriving on the other side of the world, the Mali Empire, 2 million square kilometers, trade routes controlling gold, salt, and ivory worth more than anything Europe had. Their capital city, Niani, had scholars, architects, libraries, and poets. Meanwhile, European kings were still figuring out basic hygiene. Mali was already winning. Now here's where it gets ridiculous. The emperor of Mali was a man named Mansa Musa. An economist who studied his wealth came to one conclusion. This man was the richest human being who has ever lived. Ever. In all of history. Not just his era. All of it. His fortune in today's money? $400 billion. That's almost double Elon Musk at his peak. Elon Musk. The guy with rockets and a social media platform. Mansa Musa could have bought him twice and still had money left over for lunch. But here's the part that broke my brain. In 1324, Mansa Musa decided to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca. Normal enough, right? Except he didn't just pack a bag and go. He left with 60,000 people, 12,000 servants, and 80 camels, each carrying 300 pounds of pure gold dust, just casually. On his way through Cairo, he started giving gold away to random people in the street, just handing it out, being generous, which sounds lovely, except he gave away so much gold that he literally crashed the entire Egyptian economy. Gold became worthless overnight. Egypt suffered inflation for 12 years after he left. One man, too generous, accidentally destroyed a country's economy on a road trip. Legend. When Mansa Musa got back from Mecca, he built Sankore University in the city of Timbuktu. 25,000 students, over 1 million manuscripts covering math, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. Their doctors were performing surgeries that European medicine wouldn't figure out for another 2 centuries. Timbuktu wasn't some random desert city. It was the smartest place on earth. While Europe was burning books, Mali was writing them. Let that sink in. Then Mansa Musa died, and like every great empire, when the main character leaves, things fell apart fast. Internal wars, rival kings, weakened borders. Then in 1591, Morocco invaded with guns. Mali had never seen guns before. It was over quickly. Timbuktu was destroyed. The manuscripts were scattered. Many burned. Many buried in desert sand where they still sit today, undiscovered. The trade routes died. The cities emptied. And the empire just vanished from history. And here's the part that actually makes me angry. It wasn't just forgotten naturally. As European powers colonized Africa, they deliberately erased this history, replaced it with the lie that Africa had no great civilizations worth remembering. They needed people to believe that, so the colonization felt justified. It was one of the biggest historical cover-ups ever pulled off, and it worked for centuries. Most people today have never heard of Mansa Musa, never heard of the Mali Empire, never heard of Timbuktu as anything other than a word people use when they mean somewhere far away. That's not an accident, that's erasure. So next time someone says history is boring, tell them about the guy who went on a road trip and accidentally destroyed an economy by being too nice. Tell them about the university in the desert that was teaching surgery while Europe was still using leeches. Tell them about the empire nobody taught you about. That's what Vaultis is here for. The stories history tried to forget. Drop in the comments. What other civilizations do you think got erased from history? I read every single one, and if this hit different, you already know what to do.